Today we're going to start by hearing a reading from Tyrone. It's a little bit longer reading, and towards the end of the book, you'll see that his readings get longer because he's becoming even more of our narrator and giving us information that some of the other characters might be leaving out. So make sure you are updating your steel characterization sheet as we read today. The world ain't but one big surprise after another. Just look at Reynard and Steve. That white boy got more up his sleeve than anyone would guess, and I ain't lying. Yesterday, me, Wesley, and Sterling got up to do a cipher for Open Mic Friday, and here comes Steve, jumping up to join us. I laughed out loud. Didn't even try to hide it. I ain't never seen no white boy do no freestyle poem. You know how hard that is? One person starts a poem, then the next guy has to step into the rhythm, pick up the poem where the first guy left off, and keep it going. Then, after a while, the third guy steps in, if there is a third guy, and he takes over. And then the fourth guy, and so on. You go round and round and round like that as long as you can keep it tight, or until somebody finishes off the poem, or you get tired. Whatever. Me and Wesley usually team up, going back and forth with Sterling on guitar laying down a beat. Sometimes we let Shankara jump in. She ain't half bad either, but then she's a sister. What do you expect? But Steve? Please. Of course, I laughed. Boy, I said, sit your white buck back down before you hurt yourself. Give the guy some slack, said Sterling. See why we call him the preacher? Yeah, brother, said Steve. You hear this, white boy? I said. I'm thinking he must want to take his life into his own hands. Wesley studied Steve a minute. The question is, do you flow? I figured that would be the end of it, because I was sure Steve wouldn't even know what the brother was talking about. How could he? Yeah, Steve said. I flow. Guys, said Mr. Ward. Today, please. I shook my head. Yeah, okay, teach. I cut my eyes at Steve, betting this boy had never done a cipher in his life. Just try to keep up, I told him. Y'all ready? Preacher set up the beat and we took off. And guess what? That white boy can flow. Makes you kind of wonder about his family tree now, don't it? What else can that boy do that I don't know about? And next we'll hear their cipher poem. Open Mic, News at 5, by Tyrone Bittings, Steve Erickson, and Wesley Bad Boy Boone. There be people in this land who want to take me out, but I will not leave the planet Earth without a shout. You may think you know me well, but let me set you straight. Let me strip away the lies before it gets too late. News at 5 has got you thinking I was born to steal. Blacks are menacing, they say, as if their talk's for real. Brothers packing 45s, working hard to prove them right. Thanks to them, nobody's granny can go out at night. But if 5-0 checked my pocket, they will find no peace. I'm a rapper, not a shooter. Words are my release. I believe in Martin's power, though the king is gone. But the last I heard, I have a dream, keeps living on. So will I, because no matter what the papers say, I will hold on to tomorrow. I am here to stay. I am here to stay. I am here to play. Well, the ball's in my court because I've come to play. I am Steve, although they call me Doughboy every day. I will not apologize because my eyes are blue. I am cool with being me, just like you're cool with being you. By the way, just because your brothers put the H in hip doesn't mean some of us white boys can't get up a tip. I get down on the get down. I know how to flow by checking Dr. Dre too, if you must know. But enough of that, because I've got something on my mind. I have seen the news at 5, and here's what I find. There ain't nothing good on teens, doesn't matter where you look. Black or white, screen time is strictly for the teenage crook. Hear them tell it, drugs and violence is our only song. For myself, I think it's time that we prove them all wrong. I am here to stay, I am here to play. Now it's my turn, because you always save the best for last. Mr. Ward just eyed the clock, so I better make this fast. Listen up, my peeps, because I've got the 411. News at 5 is infotainment. That's the game they run. So forget about those gray heads with their slanted views. Come tomorrow, we will be the only ones to write the news. Starting now, we create ourselves a whole new crew. We can't do no worse than Nixon, I don't think. Do you? I'm not a politician, but I know what's right. It's high time we knock the wall down between blacks and white. So what say we end this thing with Steve and Tyrone shaking hands and sharing hugs? Let's leave these two alone. I am here to stay. I'm here to play. Peace.